Hi, in this video I'm going to go over how to empty the tanks. We have a black holding tank and a gray water holding tank. So the black holding tank is basically for the toilet water that we are flushing inside the RV out of the toilet, and the gray water holding tank is the water that comes from the kitchen, from the shower. So that water goes into the gray water holding tank, and the toilet water that you flush out of the toilet, that comes into the black holding tank. So in this video I'm going to cover how to empty these tanks, because once they are pretty much full, you have to empty them. And to empty, basically there will be some dumping stations at the RV campsite. So we have provided with a box where you have the necessary things that are needed to empty the black and gray water tanks. So basically this is the sewer hose. So it comes, so right now I close them with these lids, so you can open it up on both the sides. Tight. Okay, so this end goes, and it goes into this particular cap. So you need to open the cap for the tank. So when you open it, the water is not going to gush out, because these are the opening valves. So when you open it, nothing is going to come out. So make sure you put this. Make sure you put this to the, and make sure you turn this so that it stays tight and coupled like this. All right, so it's going to lock it. So once it is locked, so now this, so the another end, it should go into this clear elbow. So you can put the other end into this. So this end goes into this elbow, and it gets
coupled there,
locked like this. And there is a reason why they gave a clear elbow. You will see what is actually coming through it, because you need to know whether it is completely flushed or not. So you need to have a vision like what is coming out of this pipe. And this goes into the sewer, where the dumping station is. So this end goes into that. So pretty much all the locations should have the proper coupling. So this should go in that. So after your connections are established, so you have one end connected to the tank, and the other end is in the dump, the sewer dump at the campsite. So you can empty the black tank and the gray tank by pulling the plugs over here. So if you want to empty the black tank, you pull the plug for the black tank. If you want to empty the gray tank, you pull the plug for the gray tank. So gray water tank is just water. So it's just the water from the shower, it's just the water from the kitchen. So this is okay. There is not a big deal with the gray water. But there is a so the black tank is, you have to be very careful, because this one is your toilet water, so it has both solids and liquids. So for the black tank especially, don't just empty it all the way at once. Do not do that. So because the liquids will come, but the solids can stay inside the tank, and that will create a huge problem when because the tank needs to be completely emptied, both solids and liquids. So when you are emptying the black tank, you pull the plug and empty it halfway or leave at least maybe 1/3 of the tank. And after that, then you need to spray the tank around and make sure all the water tank is, all the black holding tank is completely sprayed, and and once again the pull the plug, and then it will drain the contents completely. Now you might ask, so now I will explain how to spray the black tank, because that is very important. So like I said in my previous video, you will not drain the black tank completely at once. You will drain only 2/3 and at least keep the 1/3 of the tank. And I will tell you how you will know 1/3 or 2/3. There are gauges inside the RV. I will tell you how to check how much empty or how much full it is. But for now, when you open the black holding tank valve, it will start gushing out the contents in the tank. Do not empty again completely. So maybe empty it for like 6 or 7 seconds and push the valve back inside. That will leave some contents of the black tank inside itself. And this particular outlet, this is for the black holding tank sprayer. You need to connect the water supply from the campsite to the with a hose to this one, and turn on the water. So when you turn on the water goes into this, and it will start spraying the black holding tank. So it starts spraying the black holding tank, and let it spray for a while, and you will know whether it is, how much it is full, by again checking the gauges inside the RV. So let it spray for a while, and then you can turn off the water supply and remove the pipe, remove the hose, and close this. And now you can pull the you can pull the valve for the black holding tank and let it drain completely this time, because you have already rinsed it with the sprayer. You can clearly see the contents that are coming out of the black holding tank. You will see, I mean, if you see, the water is, the last water that comes out of this is nice and clean, then you're good. But if you still see some kind of debris, the black solid, the solids are still coming, then do the same rinsing one more time. Connect it to the sprayer again, run the water, let it spray around the black tank one more time, and then again repeat the same steps, like by pulling the black by pulling the valve for the black holding tank, let it empty one more time. And you need to make sure the water that is coming out of the black tank after you clean the black tank is clean enough. Then then you will understand that the black tank is completely cleaned. Because this is very important, because if you leave anything inside the black tank, once it starts drying up, it's gonna smell horrible. The whole RV is gonna smell very, very bad. So just make sure you're rinsing it, you're cleaning the black tank completely and emptying it.